Exactly, isn't it here? Debate amongst friends. Thursday? No, it's Wednesday.
It
Feels
is
like a
Wednesday.
Thursday.
It does feel like Thursday.
The 22nd here. Dr. Louisiana Podcast and Beats from the East with the Professor John Gotti, Professor Omega himself, the cleaner. We had Tuesday night football. Some people made liars of us. Some people made truth tellers out
Well,
of
I
us.
mean, we kind of challenged them though, and they passed the challenge. We both
Tuesday
said
night.
this.
Hey, listen, Tuesday night football is gonna Tuesday night football.
I would have said that if the Rams lost.
Yeah, I can understand that. I feel like things were doomed. I know after the game, or right before the football team game started, I saw that Taylor Heineke wasn't playing, and I was like, crap.
It
But then it was
happens.
somebody else that wasn't playing, and I was like, oh dang it. But great football game between these two teams. NFC East always gives us some kind of a show. Um, we're seeing the maturation of Jalen Hurts,
Hmm.
Miles Sanders, and that young Eagles core. Saw some great catches, or one great catch from Devontae Smith. Um, Dallas Goddard is showing why, you know, trading away, their best pass catcher was an okay idea. Plus, Jalen Rager and some of the other guys that they have over there are doing pretty good. But the Eagles were just able to beat Double G, Garrett Gilbert, and the Washington football game.
To watch the football team.
Yeah, it was the Washington football team.
Gotcha. Yeah. Honestly, from the jump, the momentum was on the Eagles side. The crowd was absolutely rowdy. I mean, stay
It
classy,
was
Philadelphia.
Tuesday.
Anyway,
It was Tuesday, so
I mean, and by the time it hit towards the third quarter for the Eagles, it was only Tuesday.
hmm
Well,
uh, I mean, taking a lead in the first half that
they didn't
was
give up at all.
yeah. I mean, the football team came out hot. I mean, they scored 10 points right in the first two quarters, and then or the first quarter, I should say,
Yep.
and then they kind of just laid a couple of goose eggs in the
Well, they
middle of the
got
game.
locked up, and that's pretty much it.
Well, I think Ron's team pretty much is just trying to focus on keeping the score down. You think about it, the offense scoring 17 points period um, without some of their key weapons is huge. So you would hope that the defense can hold them to
Hmm.
under 17, but that just wasn't the case. And
No.
yeah, fumble. I'm assuming this is a fumble. No, it's not gonna be a fumble, is it? It's just a good kick return. Suckers. But anyway, we had we had the Seattle Seahawks. We had the Los Angeles Rams. At the same time, Tuesday night football.
Wow.
We had the Rams
Wow.
beating the
Wow.
Seahawks 20-10.
Uh,
Shawnee, is this the end of Russell Wilson's run?
I mean, it could be. I mean, it's way too soon to make those kind of speculation. They got to finish up the season, period. Um, like I said, honestly, I mean, this is just a bad year for the Seahawks.
17 for 31, 156, one pick, no touchdowns. It's a great Rams defense that are back to
Yeah.
full health. Not back to full health, but pretty
No, I
good
mean,
strength.
they still have some question marks on that defense, but like, if they can, limit in a Belichick esque way, the best scoring option for the opposition, then they're going to win the game.
Right.
And that's essentially what they did.
Prior to the game, so head coach says we're going to run two running backs as our primary back
Hmm.
field, Sony Michelle and Darrell Henderson, or Daryl Henderson. I always forget it. I don't know two
Daryl
R's,
Henderson.
one R. It's always weird. But obviously, Sonny Michel got the nod, 18 carries for 92 yards, which is fine.
Yeah,
Matthew Stafford, 21 for 29, 244, 2 touchdowns, and one pity. Of course, took a couple of sacks that I always hate.
he took 4
But
sacks.
yeah, but some of them, I think a lot of his sacks doesn't come from the offensive line. It just comes on from holding the ball just too long. But the big story here was Cooper Kupp, 13 targets, 9 receptions, 136 yards, 2 tutties. Um, a lot of people are saying, hey, that guy right there, they should consider him for MVP.
They're not
They should.
going to. I mean, we still have Jonathan Taylor. I mean, despite the lack of offense that the Buccaneers had, Tom Brady out there as well, Aaron Rodgers, like Cooper Cup may be, in part of the, to use our NCAA March Madness terminology, the last two in, the last two out. So
Mm,
I don't know. I don't know. We got to see how the rest of the season goes along. We still have 2 more weeks left?
3.
3 more weeks
This
left?
including this one.
Yeah. So
Including this one.
yeah,
So 3
gotcha.
games left, depending. Yeah, 3 games left.
So I
Um,
mean, we just have to see what's going to happen because now it's all about playing to lock up positions.
yeah. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. But, as I mentioned, the Rams defense, I mean, they came to play. Last week, obviously they had some young guys playing. I thought that was great for them because it gives them an opportunity to number one learn, and this is great time for them to learn and get those key reps because playoffs are right around the corner. They're coming. But let's see how these games, which is perfect because this kind of gives us opportunity to see how these games implicate on the power rankings where usually we have to wait. We actually
I
have
mean,
power
we
rankings
we
that are
had to wait
updated.
for a while for these
Yeah,
power rankings to come out.
yeah.
Thanks to Corona Chan.
Corona Chan. But shout out to Dan Hansis, that around the NFL writer, for putting this bad boy together and sending it out to Doc and Prof this morning.
Yeah, he kind of had to work on it probably as soon as the games was over.
And unless, yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like there's too many moving parts, so he might have just been able to, wake up at like 5 in the morning, send a Marco Polo to his friends, and then get it jotted down and written down and sent in for quality assurance.
That's
Right.
hilarious, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
But,
That's actually pretty funny.
but number one here, we got the Green Bay Packers, who, I mean, they won. Obviously, the question of the Ravens to go or not go, um, obviously could have, won the Ravens the game.
Of course,
Potentially,
but
of
that's
course.
hindsight. So,
It is hindsight.
but the
Um,
Packers not only clinched their playoff spot, they got a seat at the table, but they also clinched and are the reigning, defending, undisputed National Football Conference North champions. Congrats to them. Number 2,
yeah.
going up 2 slots from last week, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. I
They're
mean,
back. People keep asking if they're back, and I guess you could say they're back.
now you can use the I'm back, and it actually holds weight.
I mean, they rose like a phoenix, even though, like I said, they were never out. They
No,
were just winning games more quietly.
they were winning games while not being, overly glorified by the media.
That's a good way to put it. Speaking of being overglorified, the number 3 team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, falling from number 2, definitely overglorified.
Oh wait, no.
Well,
Before we go into number 3, also gotta make sure that people know that Travis Kelsey is now on the COVID list.
well, we talked
So
about that.
I know,
Yeah.
but we need to make sure that they also hear that. So
Well,
just
yeah,
so
we
they
told
know.
them yes.
I
Yeah,
know.
we told them yesterday.
Oh no, I only
Kelsey
did
and
that so I can go down on your Buccaneers critique. But go ahead, Doc. What?
that's a
No!
technical on you. Oh my
No!
God, yes,
No!
man, that's a technical
I
on
just got 2
you.
texts.
No, that's one text.
No, you just gave it
That's
to me
definitely.
twice.
I just
You
wanted to
just gave it to
repeat
me.
it.
You just gave me
I just,
3 texts.
I just want to make sure that you see it, because I got this background on of Cooper Cup laying down.
Yeah, I don't think
Um,
that's the right background you needed, but I'm slightly disappointed in you, Doc.
right there.
Um,
But yeah, the Bucks. I mean, I guess
it
we could
was
just
it
skip
was a
over right
rough
now.
game,
And we
and
can go
it
to
was
number
essentially
4 out of the
Murphy
Rams.
Law that happened for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, Murphy's Law. You just skipped them. The Rams at number 4. Um, they had a good win yesterday versus the Seahawks.
It was also a
Obviously,
great divisional win as well too.
NFC
Um,
West didn't NFC West.
mhm. I
They
mean,
was
NFC West themselves for number 5, but we'll get to that in a second.
yikes. Yeah, we definitely need to get to that. Can't believe you
Uh,
did that to me. That was so embarrassing.
but the Rams control their own destiny right now. I believe they have 2 more divisional games to close out the season, and we'll see what happens, man. I mean, we know that they have some insane passing attack, and we know that they still have Aaron Donald, and I believe Von Miller got his first sack as a Ram as well last night, which is pretty cool to see. But it's all about the other aspects and the intangibles working for them going forward, heading into the playoffs. And let's see if they can ride high, or will they be limping in?
Yeah, there's a lot of teams limping in. I mean, you got the Bucks limping in, you got the Cardinals limping in. We mentioned yesterday how DeAndre Hopkins might be out, but I don't think that had anything to do with their 30-12 loss to the Lions. Um, it
No,
I guess
and
the
of course the
question here,
Cardinals being number 5.
of course, what you said NFC West, and I thought people would have just, but I
No,
guess
we have to tell them which team is
I gotta
that.
tell him. I gotta tell him. I
Yeah,
gotcha. The Arizona Cardinals are number 5, dropping 2 slots due to their loss to the Lions. Should this been more? Is the question.
I honestly think it should have been at least 3.
That the Cardinals should have went up a little bit. The Colts should have went up a little bit, or the number 6
Yes.
after beating up on New England.
Yep. Because New England was the team riding
Number,
high.
yeah, they were number 5, and now they've dropped down to number 7. Kind of knock out 2 birds with 1 stone here because the Colts looked great on the ground. Carson Wentz,
He was just pedestrian in the air.
yeah, which I figured that's what Bill Belichick would want, you know, the Colts to do. He would want to force them to be
A
one
passing team.
dimensional.
Yep.
Yeah, which is passing. But it just did not work out as Jonathan Taylor, Jonathan the Tool Man Taylor,
Wow. It's tool time.
yeah, ran wild on the Patriots. And now the Patriot defenders are probably going to be asked the same thing to the Bills or asked 2 weeks ago. So
No,
you
it was
guys
just that
couldn't
one
stop the
reporter. It was just
you
that one
guys couldn't
reporter.
stop the you guys couldn't stop the run today.
No, it was just that one reporter. I believe he was a beat writer for. I don't think he was a
Bills,
beat writer for the Bills.
it has to be because they talked like they knew him.
I don't know, but that
They
question
said
was
like
like
I'm gonna
that
remember this.
yeah, like that question was like, you don't ask that. Like I
You
understood
do like
what he
that.
was trying to ask, but like
No, you asked that.
No, Doc.
It's
At
literally
number
what
7, we
literally
have
what
the
John
New
Gotti
England.
would ask. John Gotti would ask that same question.
I wouldn't have asked that
So,
question at
hey
all.
guys, you guys couldn't stop a nosebleed out there. Can you tell me about that?
Number
or
7, we have the
or
Patriots.
give you news that we reported yesterday just to earn
I'm
that
not. I
technical.
would. Okay, folks. Real quickly, I would not be a reporter who's gonna sit there and try to entice someone to give me a sound clip.
I don't know. He said Kelsey was placed in the injured reserve list on Monday, right before my Buccaneers. I don't know.
What?
Number 7, the New England Patriots. 7-game winning streak has been snapped.
Yeah, that you deserve that tech, Doc.
Snapped like a Slim Jim. I'm ignoring that technical because it was unbelievable that you did that to me earlier when I was about to talk about my Bucks.
You
Uh,
literally just did the same thing for me.
you deserved it. Mac Jones threw 2 interceptions. Really, really bad. Like I said, this is the first game he actually looked like a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
But they also had a blocked punt. It was not good on all cylinders. The run game wasn't there. The passing game wasn't there. The defense
Nope.
wasn't there.
Nope.
Bill Belichick has to just go back under the hoodie and figure these things out.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
they just got beat on all levels, and they got punched in the mouth, and that's pretty much what occurred.
at number 8,
But
we got them boys. They're number 8. I mean, they won,
yeah,
but
like sure, they are a top 10 team. I can't get mad at that, but like
I don't like this first sentence here. The Cowboys have become the NFC version of what the Chiefs were in the AFC for much of the season. I don't know if I like that particular comment there. A team filled with high-profile stars on offense getting regularly carried by its defense. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that one.
I actually agree with that statement.
Do you?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
stars? You talking about Zeke, Dak,
I wouldn't
Michael
okay.
Gallup,
So maybe it's the high profile
Amari
piece.
Amari
Amari
Cooper?
Cooper.
Are you serious? Those are the
Tony
stars we're
Romo
talking
on
about?
commentary.
Yeah, like what stars are you talking about? Like they're
I
really
think it's the high
stars.
profile. Like, if they would
Still,
have just said, the type of weapons.
but we're comparing. Like, don't get me wrong, Amari Cooper's a good receiver. Michael Gallup, good receiver. CD Mary had a little lamb, good receiver.
Wow, he
But
had to say that. Mary
they're
had a little lamb.
they're not doing what Tyreek Hill is doing over there. He's not dropping a lot of passes. He's not doing the Travis Kelsey's not dropping a lot of passes. He's not, running the incorrect routes. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're playing great football, but
I'm only agreeing based off of what the potential of both teams' offense are able to do.
Zachy Dacky is not playing like Mahomes, who has the Statefarm rate, right? I don't even know who the Chiefs running back is, but I'm pretty sure they're doing slightly
It's
better than
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Didn't he get hurt?
No, he's back.
Is it because I said State Farm rate?
Yes.
Dak doesn't have a State Farm rate right now. He needs to get it back or whatever. When he gonna sleep? You know what? Zach has sleep number. Dak has a sleep number.
Oh
That's what he's
no.
got. Sleep number.
Oh no.
That's exactly what they need right now. A little bit of
Yikes.
sleep. But number
Yikes.
9, we got the Bills getting their wins back. 2-game losing streak. Patriots and the Bucks coming in and beating on the helpless Panthers, who, you know, I don't know, that regime.
I'm
It's
back. I'm
yeah.
back.
I was expecting more out of this,
No, I
but
wasn't. I wasn't.
Not from Cam. I'm talking about from this coaching staff. But after they fired Joe Brady, I kind of feel like the wheels are now kind of just gonna start falling off. He'll probably
Yeah.
get one more. He'll probably get one more year to turn it around, and then that'll be it for him. It's very unfortunate. Yes, that's the number of games he might have next season. 10.
Well, speaking of number 10, going down one slot, we have the Los Angeles Chargers.
Which losing in overtime is not bad.
It's not bad. They fought back as well. Like divisional game, the Chiefs are showing that they're dangerous again, and they was able to, match score for score, especially down the stretch. I mean, it's hard to fault them for losing in overtime. Like the fact that they brought them into overtime and it was just a missed tackle. That's pretty much what it was. It was just a missed tackle. That was the difference between, the Chiefs drive continuing on and we'll see what happens versus Travis Kelce doing the
Mm.
football shake into the end zone.
Shame. Well, some notables outside of the top 10. Obviously, we got the 49ers still climbing 8-6. The Bengals still climbing at 8-6.
Yep.
And the Dolphins on a 6-game winning streak at 7-7.
Very quietly with a 6-game
Yeah.
winning streak.
So I mean, they could kind of get in there.
But outside of the Ravens win, they did beat Texans, Panthers, Giants, and the Jets twice. I don't know how much weight you could put behind those wins.
We got the Saints this week, who just destroyed the Bucks. So I didn't get a chance to talk about it. So I mean, that's all I got. All right. Well, then you got the Vikings at 7-7 also, and the Dukes
yes.
Titans.
Yeah, the Titans. Like we got a 9-win team at 14 in the power rankings. Like that just shows like how much just insanity is going on with this team.
Man, you know how insanity is.
Like they still find ways to win. Of course they lost to the Steelers. But
lost to the Saints, so get with that. Right. But anyway, speaking of the Bucks, who placed 19 people on injured reserve, it feels like. Leonard Fournette being the latest, or Chris Godwin and Patrick O'Connor, the long snapper and defensive end. It stinks. I think he's a long snapper. He might not be the long snapper, but the Bucks, in an interesting move, instead of turning to Ronald Jones and Mr. Vaughn, and I don't mean give me the righty Vaughn, turn to veonBell to assist in the offense. Obviously, Le'Veon Bell played with the Steelers, and during that time, he was somewhat under Bruce Arians. I don't know. I don't know if it was for very long.
no, I think it was just for the one season that was the season that they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Bucks.
So, I mean, he's still in shape. Obviously, they showed the video of him boxing. Challenging Mr. Paul. Maybe that's what jolted the Bucks' interest. Like, man,
Sure. I don't know if that's what you want to base the signing off of.
Like, hey, no risk and no biscuit, man. Look at that body over there. Let's bring that guy in here, see if he can run a little bit.
That sounds real Vince McMahon there, boyo.
Arians said, hey, let's get that guy in here, man, and let's run him a little bit. See what he got. Let's see what he got, right?
That's hilarious.
But we'll see. Obviously, he last played for the Jets and the Chiefs, and he played for the Ravens a little bit, but I don't think he really got to run. I feel like behind this Bucks offensive line, his patient running style could help and complement Ronald Jones. Don't act like you don't know his name. But we'll have to wait and see.
We will.
The Bucks. I hope the Buck doesn't stop here. Johnny, I know that people heard this podcast on their favorite podcast platform, but if they didn't, they can always go to our website at www.debateamongstfriends.com to listen to this episode as well as all the previous. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we go over the Thursday night football game, as well as give you the news, the analysis, and the read.